My speech is about Marilyn Monroe and how she impacted the world. Marilyn Monroe overcame her difficult childhood to become one of the most biggest and enduring sex symbols. Even though Monroe had a rough childhood, I think this helped shape who she was in the future. I'll be talking about Monroe becoming the world's biggest sex symbols, her relationships, and films. Overcoming Monroe's difficult childhood, she became one of the most famous women in the 1950s and 60s. Monroe was born in June of 1926 as Norma Jean Mortensen. She changed her name to Marilyn Monroe in 1946. Monroe's mom was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia in 1933. She then couldn't take care of Monroe anymore, so that's when Marilyn started going to the foster care. The only other family she had was her grandmother, who passed away in 1928. Monroe was in foster care from the age of 7 to 16. She had 11 different foster parents. While being in foster care, she was sexually assaulted not once but twice when she was 7 and 11. Since Monroe moved around so much, she didn't get a very good education. So she dropped out of high school when she was 15 and started working in a munition factory. Monroe became the most iconic sex symbols in the world. She first started to get noticed at the factory. This was in 1944 when a photographer asked her to model for a calendar. Monroe modeled for the photographer for a while and then cut her brunette hair and made it blonde. Monroe signed her first contract for modeling in 1946. She was only 19. Then in 1948, she got her first acting role. It was very minor. In 1953, Monroe emerged as a major movie star. She then decided to make the name for herself as an iconic sex symbol. She was very well known for her hourglass figure and beautiful voice. In 1955, Monroe was in a movie wearing a white dress, and it was one of the most iconic moments in motion picture history. Monroe was very well known for her relationships. She first married in 1942 when she was only 16 to Jimmy Doffrey, an American policeman. They divorced in 1946. Monroe married again in 1954 to Joe Domingo, a famous baseball player who played for the Yankee Clippers. They were only married for 8 months. Monroe's last marriage was in 1956 to Arthur Miller, an American playwright. They had two miscarriages, which made Monroe very depressed. She attempted to commit suicide twice. They divorced in 1961. Monroe was also believed to having a romantic relationship with JFK before she died. She was also supposedly having a relationship with JFK's brother. Monroe was known for many things in her lifetime. Some of the significant things she was known for is she is an American icon, the most famous woman in the 20th century. One of the biggest things she's known for is being an iconic sex symbol in her relationships. She was also very generous. She made over $200 million in her films. Despite Monroe's childhood, she became one of the most famous women in America. For Monroe to overcome her horrible childhood of being in foster care, being sexually assaulted, and not having any family, she still made all of her dreams come true. Thank you.